Hello, this is the Yormish workout, Yormish full body workout. Right now it is January 4th, a Monday in 2021. So Monday, January 4th, 2021. This is cycle 5, part 1, iteration 1. And I kind of wrote it right there in short and small, but part 1, iteration 1. And the thing about this is try to do it kind of quick and all that kind of stuff. All right, I guess a public service announcement is in order. So please do not waste your time watching this video unless you have a very specific reason to. All right, got that out of the way. Cool. All right, so during the holidays, a buddy of mine gave me a shirt, and he said, "Oh, you should work out in the shirt." So this is the first time I'm wearing the shirt to work out in. So that's a nice, happy feeling right there. Okay, so this is going to start out with chin-ups. So the first rounds are going to be chin-ups and then incline bench. And kind of wrote everything down, got excited for this workout in a certain way. Like, oh, I'm going to write out everything ahead of time. There's something nice about not writing down during the workout unless I change something. So we got chin-ups, and then we got incline bench. And sets of 2 for the chin-ups, sets of 5 for the incline bench, and we're just going to try to kind of cut through most of it. Here we go. And I did a little warm-up before this, so I'm good. I am feeling those chin-ups from yesterday. I did that adventure week, ended off the adventure week with a video of me doing the 14-minute thing. And that was pretty cool. A set of chin-ups every minute for 14 minutes. I mean, there were only sets of 2 for me, but still, it's nice to be on the path. Oh, yeah, I guess I should move the camera too. So, do I have a camera too? I only have a camera 1. All right, so there we go for that. Set of 5 here. Not changing the weight, not doing anything really. Not really focusing too much on transitions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Cool. There we go. Keep that right there. Make the camera transition a little bit easier. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the soreness. I felt the soreness when I was stretching out a little bit today. Oh, man. So, another set of 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Throwing around those weights. Gonna convince myself that this actually feels good. And a certain way it does. It's not too taxing. It's just enough to get stuff done. Ooh. 1, 2. Ooh. All right. Let my body want to heal and to get rid of all sorts of soreness. throw these out. Last set of these. Yeah, I guess it's, yeah, there we go. So that's good. This part is done. One, two, three, four, five. All right. Okay. Not going to need the incline bench for the rest of this workout. So. Okay. Next will be squats, leg extensions, leg contractions. Okay. And then chest machine flies. And then dips and rocket chair. I'm going to bring this with me just so I can look at the numbers. Like I said, I'm not writing it down right now. I already pre-wrote it, which was a fun endeavor. Take a few minutes and write out the script and just go with the script and know that if I do this consistently, there is going to be good results coming. All right. So, find a good spot to put this and set myself up. There we go. You can basically see everything there. Got enough light in here right now. All right, so we start out with the squats. Set of 3. Oh, nice little pop there. Let's just make sure. Yeah, 3 sets of 3, 3 sets of 7, 3 sets of 3. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a big chance of me blowing out my knees with that little weight, which is perfect. Like I said, it's low reps, lightweight. It's kind of a full body thing. And even though it's low reps and lightweight, by the end of it, I am a little bit tired. 1, 2, 3. I should have had a little bit more weight on that. I'm only going to do 3 of them. Alright. This will be 3. 1, 2, 3. And the thing with this is I'm not taking a lot of rests. 1, 2, 3. Getting into that tired feeling. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. These 1, and even doing 3, kind of feel it. Maybe that's because I'm just a weak human being, but hopefully the consistency will take care of that. Thought about doing this workout every day for 30 days. I decided against that challenge. I want to keep up with the cycle thing. Only going through so many cycles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I guess it's the last one of those, but I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, we're good. Thought I might have forgot to press record. That would have been silly. But human beings prone to silly mistakes. It's nice to double check. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, next is going to be the chest machine flies, set of 7, set of 6. I'm going to sit down and readjust the machine for proper flies. That's good. And 7, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to make that light tap. Also trying to really focus on the muscles if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last set. Focusing on the muscles will hopefully 1, 2, because I'm doing lightweight, low reps. 4. Maybe that's 4. 5, 6, 7. We'll increase that mind-body connection and hopefully do something good physically. Not sure, but we'll see. It's also a nice sense of discipline to close your eyes, not look around, just eliminate some of that stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we switch things around. Just go right into this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same 7, 6 thing going on, except it's reverse flies and pull downs, or pull downs then reverse flies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, that's interesting. Going down a little bit further and a little bit out actually gives a little bit more of a challenge. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. All right. I think one more set after this, and we're good to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 6. There's that little bit of squeeze right there. That's interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now I'm going to switch things up a little bit more. I think it's a set of 2 dips and then 4 rocket chair. So let's look at that. That's exactly where we're at. 2 dips, 4 rocket chair. All right, things are feeling good. Running on the smoothness level. There we go. Get that in good frame. No hesitation. 1, 2. Very little hesitation. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Trying to consistently go down deep. That's about as deep as I can go right there. Feels weird at that level of depth. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. If I swing too far backwards on that, on the backswing, gotta be careful with my backswing because it does something weird to my back. So, a little bit of knowledge, you know. 1, 2. All right. Feels good to get that cleared, that box checked, so to speak. 1, 2, 3. Wow, that's difficult. 4. All right. That's it here for a little while. Gonna grab the infinite notebook. Get myself out of here. Next is that wonderful, wonderful curls, then skull crushers, standing skull crushers, then chin-ups. That's always a fun thing. And it's 2 sets of 6, and then a set of 1. It's not chin-ups though, it's pull-ups. So instead of outward hand, inward. Feels interesting on my wrists, to say the least. But that's why I need to do it. I don't want to push it. I don't have any wrist problems, and I don't want to get them. They're just not used to it yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, here's number 6. There goes 6. All right, sweep it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get that nice reverse grip on there. Maybe I need a breath. Definitely feeling something. A little bit of stomach thing. Kind of feeling. Wonder when the last time I ate was. It's been a little bit, but not too long. The shirt feels okay though. It's a little cool, but in here it's nice and toasty. And I got a feeling that the shirt, I'm just not used to it. A little bit of nausea right there. Not much, just a tad. Well, wouldn't that be great if I just did it and pushed through it? It's worth pushing through. I think so. 1, 2. That wasn't too bad. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was more efficient than last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, it's all catching up with me right here. Just, 1, 2. That's a feeling. And that's why I have low reps and light weight, because with low reps and light weight, I shouldn't be feeling this way. But I am. And my favorite addendum is, yeah, I'm feeling this way. And it's okay, because it's practice for the future. 2, probably be feeling this way again eventually. 3, such is life. 4, might as well get good with it. 6, I think that was 6. I just said 6, but I might have skipped 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that was the 3rd set, so I'm going to take a break enough to pull these over and put them away. Whew. Instead of just gasping and leaning. I'm not even gonna have to put the effort to turn around. Just gonna get it in there. Oh, that's a good stretch. Yeah, so after this workout, I'm probably gonna do a bit of stretching. Maybe I'll talk while doing stretching. That'll be interesting. Just wanted a nice breathing bit right there. Nothing special or rhythmic about that breathing. Just breathing. Maybe go into a little bit of depth. Certainly not the deepest breaths, but there's some depth to those breaths. All right. Enough putting it off, enough hesitation there. Let's go into it. 1, 2. Okay, that rest really did help. Okay, I'm gonna pretend it's all downhill from here. I'm gonna say, yes, it's all downhill from here. In a way, it is. That's usually the part I feel stuff, so why I increased it to 2, should have just kept that to 1, but that's all right. Okay, so this will be rollers and planks, and the planks are going to be a breathing exercise in themselves. So 7 rollers, 6 breaths, I think. Yeah. All right. So got my trusty towel. Put the knees on the towel. Get the roller out. 1, 2, 3, 4, Might have been a bad idea. Yeah, I think that was 7. All right. Well, yeah, this will be 7. Whatever. Now get the planks all set up, and it's going to be a breathing pattern where I'm going to try basically breathing loud, but holding empty and holding full until it's slightly uncomfortable. So the full breath cycle will be a hard push out, probably with my mouth, and then breathing in through the nose. So we'll make that kind of cyclical in that way. But in between that, so I'll breathe out through mouth, I'll hold empty, and then I'll breathe in through nose, and then I'll hold full. Yeah, I think that's the way it's gonna go. Sounds like a full cycle. I think that's 2. Gonna do this for 6. Three. There's 4. And there's 5. And 6. Those holds were not very long, but it was interesting. It's kind of shaking a little bit. It's like it turned the volume up on the planks, so that was good. All right, only have to do that 2 more times. That actually became more difficult than I'm used to, but then again, I'm definitely feeling it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonder if I'll do this tomorrow. 6. And there's 7. Oh, right here, 7. Oh, that's good. Wow, there's a lot of sweat on that. That's interesting. This side, not so much sweat. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Oh, that's probably what it is. I wiped my hand on my pants. Because my left hand, pants are sweaty. Transfer sweat to thing, thinking it dripped down on the thing. It's good to know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go a little bit further. get both. Yeah, hand is sweaty because of the shorts. And I got 2 sweaty handles, which is just fine. One. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. All right. Now it's really all downhill from here. It's going to be the calves and the front of the shins. The sweat just started pouring out from there. It's good breath though. Feel better than before. That's kind of what it's all about. All right. Let's move that. Okay. Calf raises, then heel double base. 13 calf raises, 130, heels down, toes up. That's pretty good right there. Get all the movement. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Whoa, stopped at 13, should have. All right, I gotta do more extension on that, but got into the rhythm, start thinking about Adventure Week coming up. And Adventure Week is gonna be after this week. Adventure Week's part 2 in the cycle. And maybe every day in Adventure Week I will think like, oh, there's a challenge I should be able to complete. And I'll try it, and either I'll get it or not. And I'm thinking not, because like we tend to think we're stronger than we really are sometimes. That's humanity in general. You know, everybody, you know, the average person thinks they're above average. So that kind of thing. So like maybe 3 sets of like 60 on there. I think I should be able to do that. Put on a camera, talk about it, try it. Win or lose, it'll be interesting. I know for the next couple days it's Adventure Week, so I can be like, oh, it's fine. I can work some upper body or some stretches or something like that for the rest of it. So that's probably going to be Adventure Week coming up. Just different simple challenges I think I can pull off. All right. Probably horrible counting there, but in essence it got done. All right, nice big 13, maybe a bounce on each side. Bounce on the top and bounce on the bottom. 1, 2, just gonna go deep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What I'm making up with what I'm losing with quantity, trying to make up with quality. I think someone said that's the proper dating philosophy. Used by women everywhere. I guess, I don't know. All right. Let's get my butt situated there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Third set of these guys. Gonna make it nice and proper. Just realized how many towels I have. I have a quality amount of towels. I'm very happy for that fact. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right. It's like I almost want to put on like a weighted vest or something for that, but no, don't have one of those. Life is fine without it. I wouldn't use it for too many exercises. I can't knock out like 20 chin-ups in a row. If I started getting up to like 20 chin-ups in a row, I would probably start throwing on a weighted vest or something. All right, let's see here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 7, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, that's it with that cycle. And as usual, I'm feeling more in the front than the back. The numbers are different. It's like each foot does, about 65, and that each foot is only doing 13, so obviously there's a difference. And I do have an idea. And this is where I'm going to put it, right here. Just take notes on myself. Note to self. Every day, do something that challenges you physically. I remember that wonderful advice about every day do something that scares you, that kind of thing. But do something that challenges me physically. And that way, even if it's just a 1% heel or whatever, like every part that's not sore. So if the only thing that's not sore is my neck, then I'm doing some sort of neck exercise. So, let the body heal, but at the same time, get the body well practiced and healing sleep. Earn that sleep. Let that sleep heal something that's slightly sore. And I guess don't get too sore, All right, so that's my note to self. Every day, do something that challenges me physically. Okay. Learn to walk again. Wow. All right. So I think the next thing is, yeah, I'm reasonably sure it's grips. And then there's going to be like some push-ups, and yeah, so I'll put that there. I can see the push-ups, and then I'll have the I think I might do the military press from a squat position. I'm gonna see how that feels. A little bit of experiment that way. But right now it is grips and those leg things. Basically some part of some leg stretching exercises I do on a regular basis. Grab those grips. I think I wrote it down to be 60 grips. So it's 3 sets of 60, and then a set of 7, 3 sets of 7 for the thing, for the leg bit. All right. Close my eyes again. Get into it. There we go. Get all comfy with it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 21. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go too fast, you don't really feel it. Focus on your muscle. Kind of feel it, not too fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Also, I'm not focusing on how low I can bring it, but how high I can bring it. Not worrying about the lowness. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little bit of momentum there, but trying to go for that high, gotta be able to separate that momentum out eventually. So, room to work, get better, get more in touch with the body, understand what it's trying to do, understand how to make it feel good. I had all these free tickets, and I think, yeah, December 11th, 12th, and 13th already happened. Okay. Okay, so that was that cycle. Next is those military press and those push-ups. So it'll be 6 military press, 7 push-ups. And maybe if I just put this backwards a little bit. Yeah, that's probably that's good enough, all right? Yeah. I think that'll do just fine. Okay. This has been bumping me all day. There we go. All right. So here we go. Probably not going to see the full extension of the military press, and I'm not going to do it in squat position. I'm just going to do it normal standing. Choke down on the weights, as opposed to choke up, because if I choked up on it, it would hit my shoulders, choke down, and rides against, well, it doesn't ride on anything, but it sits where my shoulders sit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to make it tap together, but as lightly as possible. A little bit of control there. Get you out of the way. Get you guys a good spot right about here. Seems like the good spot. Yeah, that seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank goodness I'm taking a quick shower after this. I don't like my beard mopping the floor. Sink into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that should have been 6. But that's okay, I don't mind a little extra. Especially if it's not done with like some sort of momentum or something like that. Second set. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Six. Feeling it. I was dreading a 7th one, and I realized, hey, I'm only going to 6 here. So actually, I really felt that right where the thumbs are, right across. There we go. I can imagine just how weird having air in your stomach feels for a baby when your system's just developing. That must feel horrible. Just had some air in my stomach, belched a little bit. Don't know if you heard that, but when I got down, there was clearly a belch after that. At least I felt one. Anyway, and it just felt, well, part of it was like afterwards, didn't realize I was feeling that gross. And doing the belch, it's like my stomach felt a little bit better. It's like, oh, okay, cool. That does feel a little bit better. All right, last set for this part of the workout, and just a set of 7. So here we go. wants to go kind of wide with that and open it up, and I'm doing this, what a good buddy of mine says, best version, keep your elbows kind of tight in, almost touching your ribs, but not quite. So that's kind of an interesting thing, different feeling on it, but it's okay. It's not terrible. Put everything back in its proper place. I like having those there, that's pretty useful. Maybe one of my challenges is, I already know I can't do it. The one time I was feeling real good and tried, I got to 48, but the challenge might be, hey, can I do 50 push-ups? Any type, and I think I'll just go, because I got a different watch. My old watch used to, when I would do push-ups just with the hand flat, it would beep and press the buttons on the watch and all that kind of stuff. That was, it's like, how did I change my time? It never quite changed my time, but it would go back and forth between military time and AM, PM. And that was interesting. It's like the last time I looked at it, it was in military time. And then I had to look for the little AM and PM symbol. Whew. All right. It's kind of cool looking at this watch. Having it display all the time soaked up so much battery. Now I only have to charge it like once every other day. Having it display all the time, charge it every day. And maybe even with the display off like this, I can charge it. But when you have your hands full, you look at your watch and you're like, oh man. So here's the trick. There you go. Tap it with your nose. And then wipe your nose so like all the oils from your hands touching it, But anyhow. All right. Yeah. What is next? I know it, but don't want to think about it. So back, a little bit of a scene change. We're going to be doing the push downs with the back push downs, and then we're going to do the push downs with triceps, and it's both standing, and then we'll do bent back lifts. I'll be back here for lateral raises and frontal raises, and then we're done. We are 5 exercises, 15 sets away from being done. 5 exercises, 3 sets each, 15 total sets, and we're done. And I'm doing sets on this of 4. Oh, this will easy. Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad I was thinking about the downhill when I wrote that. 4 sets of 4, and then sets of 3, then sets of 3 again. And why am I doing 4 on the frontal raise? I think I know why. Good luck with numbers and all that kind of stuff. Whew. All right, so I'll do this angle right here just for fun. Yeah, why not? That's a fun angle. All right. Don't even have to change the weight. Got everything kind of dialed in for this. So grabbing it like that. Thumbs over the thing. Gonna lean back. Big part of this is leaning back, and then for the other set, leaning forward. For the back part, lean back. For the forward part, for the tricep part, lean forward. So it's a set of 4, and then a set of 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Good news is when it's this lightweight, I don't have to worry about form too much. I can keep good form. 3, 4. Like, my elbows won't move, hopefully. 2, 3. Last set. And actually feeling it, believe it or not, even with those light rep counts. 2, 3, 4. Well, get it right there. Lean that forward. Get those elbows in place. 1, 2, 3. All right. Was that the last set? I'm not sure. You know what? I think I have room for another one. So might as well get it out of the way, just in case it's not the last set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Really feeling that. Actually gonna not lean up against the shin parts on there. 1, 2. Oh wow, feeling it. 3. Perfect. There was good feelings right there. I'm still feeling it. It's like throbbing. Like yeah. There we go. All right. I'm actually feeling pretty good after that. All right. So there's this exercise, and this one's pretty simple. Can I see the weights? There we go. I want to be able to see the weight. All right, so just using one weight at a time. The other, I'm going to start left hand first so you can see what the right hand is doing. The right hand actually doesn't do much, but the right elbow is critical to this for me. Don't want to strain my back at all. So other than just being bent over like this, there's really no strain on my back because that right elbow is locked into that knee. It's not exactly locked in, but it's pretty much, it's there. It seems pretty solid. And I just grab the weight and just go backing up. I'm gonna do a set of 3. 3 sets of 3 each side. 1, 2, 3. Put the elbow in place. 1, 2, 3. And I saw this guy on YouTube doing this with 2 weights, just bent over. And I'm like, man, that guy's back must be awesome. I don't want a chance of danger on my back, so I'm doing it this easier way. 1, 2, 3. Even that way, I felt my back tense up a little bit. So it's just like I can imagine. But that guy looked like he was strong as hell. And he probably was. 1, 2, 3. And it's a nice little break. Normally I don't like doing one side than the other, but it's a nice little break for the side, but you're still going, you know. 1, 2, 3. Last one. 1, 2, 3. Squeaky weights. You're doing good. Thanks for the squeakiness. All right, so that's nice. It's one of the few parts of this workout where it's just one exercise, not bouncing back and forth, but the bouncing back and forth is the left and right. So it seems like a fun thing for me to have, that whole bounce and back and forth thing. There we go. As one of my buddies would say, wipe the lens. There we go. Made sure I don't even know if that's level, but does it really matter to me? Not so much. All right. Yeah, we'll go a little high with that. Whew. Feel the blood flow just right here off of all that. And that's a good feeling, just feeling your blood pumping like where it seems like it's going towards. Good blood flow. So in theory, when I first wrote this workout, I thought it'd be the easiest thing ever. In practice, not so much. Goes to show I'm a lot weaker than I think I am, but that's okay. As long as I keep consistent, I'll get strong with it. The humble pie didn't taste so bad this time. Sometimes it does. All right, sets of 3 with this, 3 sets of 3, and then 3 sets of 4 with the forward one. So hopefully I can keep my arms straight for both. 1, Oh, I was bending it. 2, 3, 1. And 2. Soreness. 3. And there's a 4th one coming. 4. And there's the 1. Then there's the 2. Oh my gosh, it's 3. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. A lot of momentum, I guess, right there. 4. Well, not so a lot, but a lot would be weird. Really hard to do momentum on this. It's easier just to belt the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Guess that's the last set of those. Here we go for these. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, feeling that. 4. And the breath assist. And I don't consider breath assists cheating. Sometimes I'll even hold my breath, and that sometimes gets a little extra gruntiness into it. And maybe even the gruntiness helps. Not sure. Damn. Cool. All right, so let's see how long that was. My goodness. No way. Okay. That's weird. It's like upside downish. What? I don't know. I don't care. If I put this video online and it's upside down, I'm fine with that. All right, so a little over an hour. Usually is. Let's see how much talking I do. I'm actually going to write down plus stretches plus stretch is plus stretches. All right, the first one, I guess what I'm going to do is look at the frame. Make sure I'm going to be out of the frame sometimes, but it doesn't matter. All right. First one, I'm just going to sit here and kind of go into that. Just like this. Lean those heels back. Lean those heels forward. And then push myself right into my knees. All right, next one. Guess I'm going to do that right there, kind of bring that nice and forward. Try to widen. Oh man, that's feeling good. I'm gonna sit in this stretch for a little bit. Even just doing it a little bit like this, I can turn it on a little bit further. And I guess there's like that whole Wim Hof thing about like you hold your breath for a little while, and then you hold it and hold this position. And every time you're breathing out, you're actually going deeper into the stretch on purpose, but I'm okay not doing that right now. I'd rather talk to you and hope you're having wonderful things go on in your life. Good, wonderful, happy, all sorts of things. Good wishes for most of the rest of the world. And even sometimes those good wishes are like, hey, so far you've not been a very good human being. I wish that you try to help more and hurt less. And there's almost like a two-way side in that, because if you're hurting and sometimes you help out people with different problems than you have, different perspectives, or even sometimes the same problem that you have or had, like you might actually hurt less. That's why usually when I hear someone woe is me it, and when I'm woe is me it, I try to find somebody I can help. Sometimes almost as close to anonymous as possible. Help more, hurt less. this stretch is feeling good. I'm like sinking into it. Like my knees feel like they're actually moving down at, less than a millimeter at a time, but it feels like it. Or maybe the muscles are just tightening up right now. And I've heard really good things about stretching after workout. It makes the soreness more acute, but also gives your body some notes on how to do the repairs, how to heal it up more properly, slightly bit more properly, huh? Beyond normal expectation, I guess. All right, so I'm just gonna go with the basic. Yeah, I can't bend very far this way, but that's okay. I'm not worried too much about it. If I go to here and I stay to here, I'm fine with that, but I'd like to eventually go a little bit further. And I guess that's just going to be the results of me doing it more often. I have a feeling this stretch in particular is kind of good for my lower back on the opposite side, so left leg, right side type thing. And especially because I do a kind of a turning thing, so I can do it, even trying to get myself straight almost, I want that little bit of turn in there. Anyhow. So, yeah, a brother of a friend of mine, and I consider him my friend too, even though I never really spent too much time with him, is recently doing quitting smoking, quitting drugs, and changing his diet, all on January 1st. Just boom. Cold turkey on a lot of different things. Totally making that January 1st switch. And I wish him hope. And it's worked for a few people. It's a hard thing. And that's why I don't invest too much into the chains. It's like, I haven't drank in so many days or whatever it is. It's just like, okay. There's a chain there. And then you break the chain, and then sometimes you've already, since you have a built-in excuse once you break the chain. I've already broken the chain. Might as well have fun while I can before I build a new one. That kind of thing. And that's a very human thing to do, so I try to avoid the whole chain thing. Although I do have a couple things I consider changes. Like today is 800 and something days since I decided, hey, I really would like to pay more attention to my health span. I think I mentioned it, 235 pounds, and then, or maybe 240 or somewhere around there, and was feeling my knees. I had a friend who wanted to go for a jog. Partially through the job, one of my knees started feeling real weird, and then I realized it happened with the other knee and all that, so a couple months later I started, and it was very ineffective what I was doing at first. I think it took me 3 months to lose 5 pounds. And then I changed what I was doing. I didn't do what I was doing just harder. I just decided, okay, do a little research, check out this intermittent fasting thing, which is hilarious because I'm going to switch positions here. Get into that. All right. Yeah, there was actual stretching going on there. I was kind of near my edge. My edge is probably here and just holding it back a little bit below that edge without trying to strain, just feeling the gravity push me, because gravity's my ally at this point for this thing. Anyway, at that point in my life, it's like, man, intermittent fasting. Everything I researched said this was worth a shot, so gave it a shot, and now it's part of my lifestyle. And here, it's not perfect, and I'm not perfect with it. So, there's two things right there. But it seems like it's how my human body was built to run, built to function. And I remember the first time I heard about intermittent fasting. It's from a dude that lost a ridiculous amount of weight at some bar that knew a friend of mine, and they didn't really recognize each other. And then finally one was like, hey, da 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 da. And so he started talking about it, and I was just like, no, I got to keep my digestion running or weird things will happen. I got to eat every 6 hours or some BS. At that point, there was one point in my life, this was probably before the age of 25 or somewhere around there, I did a pretty intense
workout every day, like 2 workouts every day, something stupid. They weren't huge workouts, but they were consistent. They were less than this as far as like the amount of exercises. I think it was only 8 exercises, but the weight and all that kind of stuff was a bit more intense. So, but anyway, I was doing that. I was eating every few hours, and that's when I became a vegetarian in the transition to that, because that was when I was eating like 12 cans of tuna a day, just something stupid. And a friend of mine was like, listen, you're eating way too much like canned fish, your canned salmon and your canned tuna, like you're gonna get mercury poisoning. Like, okay. And then I heard it from somebody else that seemed knowledgeable in canning, and it was just like, yeah, you're gonna get mercury poisoning. So what I did was I bought protein bars and protein shakes, and a lot of the diet was mostly protein, and had that in my backpack, and that backpack's still right there. I never really liked that backpack very much, but it always seemed to work for me, and always, like, when I needed the backpack, it was there for me. So now I like the backpack more. Just there, the couple times with both zippers falling down, like it was partially open, both zippers, like the weight and both zippers would go all the way down, and the whole backpack, all the stuff inside of it would leave. But now I know a little bit more about the backpack, and have that happen, a few times, and finally, you only have to have it. I only have to learn my lesson 27 times, and then now I know. Make sure the zippers almost touch. Anyway, so did the protein powder, did the protein bars. I think I had maybe some bananas or something in there too. I'm not exactly sure. Although I've heard good and bad things about bananas, so I don't know what to think on bananas. Anyway, did that. Then 2 weeks into that protocol, I was like, wait a second. Is there any meat in any of these? I'm pretty sure the protein bars don't have meat. And I'm pretty sure at one point I did have a protein powder that said 100% pure beef on the protein powder thing. And you'd think it would taste absolutely nasty, but it was probably one of the best protein powders I've ever had. I wouldn't buy it again because, being a vegetarian and all that kind of stuff, kind of like, keeping on that ideal. But as long as I never get preachy about it, I will happily keep on that ideal. Anyhow, let's do both legs. Lean forward and maybe do a little bit of the arm thing too. There we go. All right, so anyway, bottom line, there was no animal protein in any of those things. I didn't realize I was a vegetarian until I was 2 weeks into it. And since I was like interested in certain challenges, I always heard that if you didn't eat meat for like a day or two, and you basically ate meat every day of your life before then, you would become ravenous and angry and all sorts of things. Your body would just want meat and be, and that didn't happen. And I was like, oh, I wonder when that's going to happen. So I kind of stuck with the vegetarian thing. And then shortly thereafter, I met a girl that would only date vegetarians. And I'm like, hey, what a coincidence. That was like 3 months after, so I was already a vegetarian for like 3 months. And dated her, and after breaking up, she was like, you're going to start eating meat again. I'm like, no, I'm not. It wasn't about you. I really shouldn't have said it wasn't about her, but, So anyway. My neck, no matter how loose I think I am when I do those kind of neck stretches, I always kind of hear some crunchiness going on. Ever since I was a little kid. I think that's just symptomatic of the neck itself. And even doing this, I could do this 100 times and the crunches will never go away. But it's not bad. It doesn't there's no resistance. It's just a noise. So I think it's bone conduction, sound bone conducting technology. I don't know. Anyway, because, the new headphones, anyway, I'm not going to mess around with that. Back to this. Stretch out the back again this way. Believe it or not, this feels like a stretch. Oh, especially doing that right there. Anyway, I've been doing this for 11 years, and I can finally give myself a BJ. No. like that skit from Saturday Night Live from a long time ago. It's like, stop. No, I've been trying to get here for years. I'm not going to stop now. It's like, this is the whole reason I did yoga. The other dude in there is like, can you teach me? Oh, man. God, that was great. Anyway, so, yeah, I guess somehow I segued into the vegetarian story. And from that, backpack, and from that to working out real hard in that cycle. From the eating every 2 hours and then backtracking right into intermittent fasting, and how when I first heard about it, I thought it was dumb and silly. I'm a big believer in things like intermittent fasting. I'm not sure if it works for everybody, but it seems like it works pretty good. And also, incremental improvements, stacking those small improvements, hopefully every day. Like I could say to myself, like my friend's brother, just do this, or not do that. I can't really think of too many things I don't want to stop doing. I guess probably the worst thing I could stop doing is maybe playing video games. But even doing that, like while I'm doing that, there's a lot of times I'm reading. But then again, I could say stop reading, non-fiction, or stop reading fiction, stick to nonfiction, all that kind of stuff. Get serious about it. But even when I'm reading fiction, I'm still getting incrementally better at reading a little faster. So that's part of that protocol. And I don't necessarily want to get good with multitasking, but I do like certain multitasks. I do enjoy the multitask of an audiobook and driving. I do enjoy the multitask of an audiobook and an audiobook sped up, and video games. What I should probably be doing is an audiobook and sweeping this place. That would probably be some of the smart moves right there. But yeah, I'm not thinking of anything I could stop. I can think of things I could do more writing. But I'm not going to be like my friend's brother. What I'm going to be is basically like, hey, I'm going to do a little bit more than yesterday. Or, hey, I'm going to do just a specific goal. I'm not going to sit there and have a timer for 2 hours. And maybe sometimes I'll experiment with that. I don't know. I haven't done enough of that to really say that that's useless for me. Like one of the tasks I need to do is go through a document that is basically the best version with the most accurate re-edits of a book, and the document has spots where for whatever reason there is just 2 spaces between lines, and I got to figure out, maybe switch that document to a different format, pop it into a different program, and see if that program can automatically eliminate space and then space. Random double spacing, I guess. You got to look up in that and see how that's done. So, because what I was doing it, and I'm at chapter 23 now, but I've been going through line by line, and at the end of the line, I just go back and press backspace, and then backspace again until both the words are together, or if it's near the period, it's near the next actual character that's not a space, and then pressing a space right there. And it stops a lot of the ones I haven't been able to catch just eyeballing it. So, and that's actually not a bad thing to do, because it's kind of fun doing that out and about in public, and like I can really concentrate on what's going on around me, and maybe do a little bit of people watching to a certain extent, but still focus on what's in front of me. So I'm practicing my peripherals. So that's kind of fun and kind of interesting. And then once those peripherals are dialed in, I'll look at a part of the book where I want to change a phrase, or I said something a certain way, and I want a little bit more variety. I said maybe a word too much, like always or something, and find a different word for it or a different way to express it, and just kind of pull it from whatever I'm hearing around me, hear an interesting word and like, hey, can I use that word towards that phrase? And I don't want to use whole sentences or anything from that, what I hear around me. What I want, wow, it's asking me for the code again. That's interesting. That shouldn't do that. I guess it slipped around my wrist. But anyway, once it does that, once I do that, one word is not taking away somebody's essence or ideas or something like that. In other words, I don't want anybody to read any of my stuff and be like, I say that phrase all the time. He stole my catchphrase, or whatever it is. If I use a single word, I'm not, pulling from anybody's intellectual content. Even though I know it's technically not plagiarism under the letters of the law, I'm guessing, and I can never get sued or anything from it. But I want to go to the outside world for inspiration, but not for appropriation, not stealing, inspiration, not appropriation, I guess. All right, I'm gonna stand up and do the back of the legs. I've done the arms a little bit, but I'm gonna lean into it and really, there we go. Oh, that's nice. Lean into it. Oh, get up and twist the back a little bit. Oh, maybe, there we go. Let's touch the toes. See if we can really straighten out those legs. The knees are trying to bend. There we go. Maybe you go backwards. Oh, lean back. Yeah, that's the one I needed right there, that lean back. And just put the fists into the back, rub in circles. All sorts of fun circles there. Do the one, opposite hand, leg. Oh, there's the stretch. That's good. A lot of talking, a little bit of stretching. Might as well have this good conversation while this is happening. So yeah, I felt really good about that. I feel nice about the shirt. Thank you, my good buddy. All right. So there we go. That was a good amount of stretching. It was like 20 minutes of stretching. And was I stretching hard? Was I doing a lot of positions? No. But it was just offhanded stretching and a chance to practice the fine art of running my mouth, which hopefully I get out of my system, and when I'm engaged in actual conversations with other people, I can practice the fine art of being quiet and observing and getting them to a place where they can feel free to fully express themselves. And I love it when I see a person that's like that, just going off at the mouth and feeling that freedom of humanity, not diving into self-editing. That's a good feeling. And I get to have that feeling here with you. So there's that. All right. Later it shall be.